Well, as we make our way into our money match here at DFN number 17 for North America, Big and Brolic have rebranded over to BNB. Now, the opponents they're up against is probably quite unexpected considering they were able to take down melee creeps in our challenger match. Larp Lords, we're going to go head-to-head against our reigning champion. Never have expected them to make it this far, but the question for me now is, can they potentially take the title and $1,000 for themselves? Larp Lords continue to lock in this Viscus as a first pick, denying it away from Gibbs. BNB end up sporting Ido on Holiday the first time he's played it in DFN. BNB start to make some moves after taking the mid lane tower. Not able to get the kill on Lord NM doesn't stop Pure Content and his team from pushing down their second Guardian, all the while they get kills in other lanes.
I don't think so. Somehow,
still alive right now. Somehow, some way, Lord NM just getting away by the seat of his pants.
No owl.
No owl.
Gets back to base. Lord NM, very lucky, but does leave DMB in a tough scenario. He goes down with the help of Gibbs, who comes through on the Ivy, and this should be the right lane being taken for the guys on BNB, which should be a great start to the game.
Ido manages to catch out dude trying to farm the jungle, all the while Naked tries to run the urn. Realizing they can't contest it, BNB decide to just push that left lane walker.
Invade the vault again. Starve Do forces up the shell transformation for Do, and it's Ido looking for a way out. Yamato grapple in. Can still fight this evenly with Divine Barrier. However, Scout comes in as the bouncer to the casino on the Larp Lord side. And wait, Ido's still alive somehow. What? Ido is yet to die. The camera shifted for a second, and we see that Ido is still alive as things turn a little bit crazy here. But the crazier thing still, Ido got away.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people use punch to get around corners before, but I've never fully seen a player just punch their way to safety the entire time. And that's exactly what Ido does. I mean, I'm not going to say it's single brain cell play, but it might, in fact, just be big brain.
After the last fight, LO were able to turn around a 10k deficit, but BNB come knocking on the right lane, and Larp Lords need to hold on.
Here in right lane. Now, turning it around, looking for a Scout on the other end. The Crow just devouring HP here, though, as DMB and Do clean up.
Hey, guess what? Soul Exchange was still on cooldown there, so Scout could get as aggressive as he liked versus that, guys. There is potential for more kills coming up their way. Scout does have the items on board. Absolute menace, close range, and there is the early parry. Should be a kill over towards Poppers, and what a fight.
Keeping the urn out of the hands of LL, Pure Content runs it back to his walker, but drops it while Scout steals it away for the turn-in. Poppers, though, doesn't want to give this away for free.
Nice and early. Still not a lot of value. Found off the back of those picks, though, TP.
Urn is going to be won here by Larp Lords, just Scout on the quick turn-in. A little bit of extra souls from the effort. Meanwhile, Vindicta starting to be a real threat. Nearly gets Pure Content here. The Crow's just eating them alive. But the Shelter's so big, blank saving both and setting up Poppers for the return.
After taking the last walker of the game with some great macro play, BNB continue to push their advantage with a 10k lead.
You know who needs aid, though? The Scout. After just runs afoul of Geist here. A great rotation from BNB into the mid lane. Getting 3 down, and now you got to wonder, do they go back mid-boss? They're kind of prepped. They're kind of ready.
Leaving Gibbs back to push out the right lane, Larp Lords decide to force a fight against the rejuiced up BNB.
And realistically, they need a massive death slam, get something back under control. Frozen Shelter to deny the Yamato, as well as the Calico space here.
I don't know if it's going to be enough to grapple over in. Still chasing down Shadow Transformation in. Goes over and now looking for Ido. A second Frozen Shelter, though, in. Just stalling things out, ruining Do's day to an extent. Unable to finish off 2 kills that they otherwise would have had. 400 HP. And now you wonder, do you want to stay in here? Probably not. The silence just hurting some of the aggression here. Out goes, oh, here comes the owl. Is it going to catch? No, ends up going on the DMB instead.
Yeah, DMB down. I mean, whatever happens, you're still getting Spirit off the back of that kill there. As well as the healing aura to get everyone back up to full HP. 2 players down. This should be a quick pick onto one of the shrines. Great paradoxical swap as well onto Do. Yeah, and this is undoubtedly going to be a shrine naked in a corner.
This has honestly been... BNB making this work has honestly been pretty remarkable. The fact that it was even for as long as it was, you would have thought that the power of Larp Lords comp would have brought over the top, but
And just like that, the lead is turned into 40k after BNB took the shrines and patron. Larp Lords make the right decision to force a fight, but the stat check is too tough and BNB take map 1.
Ow. Quick way of just shutting down the chase. But also the fresher Kelvin, I think, is also kind of spelling the death knell for Dew getting things done. It just, anytime Dew goes on a high dive, probably gonna get stuck in not 1 but 2 shelters, or get blocked off by them. It's super tough. Abrams charge comes in, but you know, at this point you're under farmed. What would have been a quick kill, you know, you get it eventually, but it's not clean. It reduces your ability to go on the rest. I mean, the stat difference right now between BNB and Larp Lords pretty significant in these fights.
Yeah, again, I think you're right. The Larp Lords, honestly, the first 20 minutes of the game, very, very well done. To keep up pace with BNB, who right now is like at the top of their game, I think that's very impressive. And they should be very proud of themselves. But yeah, Refresher Kelvin is brutal to play against.
All right, well, Larp Lords, they might have upset melee creeps, but BNB, they come in with one of the most unconventional drafts we've seen, and they make it work.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it for BNB. Locking in the Kelvin first yet again. Larp Lords stick with the Viscous, as they also bring out Infernus, one of DNB's most played heroes. The Bash Brothers make a reappearance in the right lane, just punishing Dew and Naked, as well as getting the Guardian.
Very, very significantly far ahead is dangerous. Again, these dives are made very easy with the help of the Frozen Shelter. And I think this game is going quickly in the hands of BNB this time. The Naked is making it a little bit more difficult.
You look at it as a 3k difference, but it's feeling far more significant here. Naked tried to do a little bit of Viscous move to get away. Every puddle punch trick in the book, but nothing was going to save Naked from that. Telekinesis in from Dew at least makes it a trade onto Ido.
It already started out rough for this Lucky and Lord in the mid lane, and it continued to get worse as they fell 2k behind and now lose their Guardian, giving BNB their first flex slot.
Dominated and continues to do so. It opens up so much space.
While Naked runs the urn, BNB look for a fight on the left lane and the last Guardian.
Ido's Abrams. They go directly, but okay. Gibbs getting caught here on the left while people looking for teleports. Death Slam now encountered by the lasso. Lasso just pulls him out midair.
That was a very nice combination to deal with that. Countered completely.
Naked's looking for the turn in, by the way. While this team fight escalates on the left, it's a one-on-one for the urn on the right. Ido, meanwhile, fighting the middle. Parry comes out. Now no parry enough for other melees. Ido lands the big left hook. You know what's going on in the urn turn in right now? We don't have eyes on what is going on. It's this big fight going on, but Naked is actually able to get the urn in.
With the reinforcements there, Naked leads the charge on a possibly overextended BNB.
Oh. Low HP, doesn't matter right now. The Viscous over the ice path. And now Thunderdome in action. I mean, it's BNB dropping the dome. Naked taking advantage of it, but not for much longer. The slam into the side from Ido ends up killing the Viscous, and BNB taking advantage of this fight in the right lane. Lose fish cake in the process, though.
BNB continue to get picks in the jungle, netting themselves a 15k soul lead 16 minutes in, and the picks continue on the left lane as LL look for the first Guardian.
Farm to the Abrams, but it does give them way more explosive pick power later on. But see right now, Holiday, I'm just desperately trying to say, why 50 HP? Nope, down. Here comes Ido to the party, fashionably late.
Even after losing 3 players and eventually a 4th, poor Dew, Larp Lords respond back in and take advantage of the eagerness of BNB, all while Naked gets the urn turn-in.
Move if you're playing something like poker is knowing when to fold, and there's been a lot of folding going on.
It really has. It really has. Out comes through. Says Lucky could be the receiver of it and catches him.
Oh boy. Well, you think you're about to be safe, and you just hear the screech of the owl at the last moment.
I respect it as well, because usually you jump off right at the end to catch a Talon off guard, but the fact that he aims it into the floor there right at the end just shows a good understanding of the hero overall.
I mean, really nice pickoffs towards the end here. It's not going to fully erase the deficit, but 2, about to be 3, has pure content looking for any way out of the situation. Goes for the parry, and no, I mean, that would have had to be like 3 parries in a row.
With Dew dead, BNB go for hit boss, and Larp Lords are forced to contest.
All right, Rejuvenator coming on down. BNB looking to put this one away if they can. Contest, though, coming in from Larp Lords. Who is going to get it? It's been a while since Rejuve Steal. Naked used to be the king of Rejuve Steals, but the Kelvin going to freeze things out. Death Slam, though, right after. Are they going to get it? No, it's Poppers with the Rejuve, and that might have just put Larp Lords away.
While Larp Lords finally get their first flex slot 20 minutes in, B&B devastates their opposition's base.
It's all right, guys. We got the 20-minute flex slot. I mean, hey, look, better late than never.
I can buy my 13th item, finally. Everybody knows lucky number 13, of course. As the shrines start to go down, Naked once again looking to pop that earning whilst the shrines get decimated. Would not be surprised to see a patron knock Ivor in this situation.
You get first stage patron down here if you can. They should. They will. B&B putting this game into endgame now. We'll see if Larp Lords has anything left in the tank. There's a few possibilities, but it's getting rougher and rougher. Concussive Combustion answered by Stone Form, as Gibbs is just the iron wall right now. Not afraid at all to take one-on-one fights throughout this game. Just a terror on the Ivy. Stormcloud now gonna come out from Yams. Swap right after. And B&B, they say, we want an early night. Go on in onto the patron. Defending champions successful. B&B taking the $1,000 and the NA championship.
Well, that was kind of what we expected here between B&B and Larp Lords. Now, Larp Lords, they deserve some mad respect considering they came in last second. They're still putting together a roster. They're still practicing and put a fairly sizable match up against B&B. Honestly, I have no doubt about their success in the future. But that's going to wrap up here our recap of DFN number 17 North America. Make sure you like and subscribe here to Locked In.